Hey, yeah, 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 yeah.
Hey guys, it's Lori the Uber Goddess, and we are hanging out here tonight with Don and Vic, and we are getting ready to watch more March Madness. And I was very excited about my bracket, but it has fallen on its sword, dead. Oh well, the games are still awesome, and Michigan State won, so I'm very excited. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm so excited because I get to eat this dip tonight. I am making an artichoke dip, and it is so good, and it's a dip that I actually made like 20 years ago. And I was like amazed when I found it in my cookbook. One of my girlfriends that I used to play softball with, who's a manager at the produce at Jubilee, and Vic and I were there, and we were filming our little thing for the pickles that I made. And she goes, "Lori, do you remember that dip you made and those lasagna cracker noodles?" And I'm like, yeah, I do remember. And when I looked at my cookbook and I had written it down, and you know what really amazed me about the whole thing is, even in my 20s, I was doing recipes, you know? And I made this artichoke dip recipe up, and I'm turning these into crackers. Did I hear you say doubt it? Well, there's no doubt about it. And when you taste them, you're gonna be like, oh my God. And you bring this somewhere, and they're gonna be saying, wow, you are the Uber Goddess. So I think we can get started. And this is so easy. It's just a few ingredients. And what we're gonna do is, first of all, I'm gonna pour 1 can of these little chilies in the bowl. And there's a half a medium onion in this. And if you don't like onion, you don't have to put onion in there. And the secret ingredient is 1/2 cup of Miracle Whip, or you know what, I've been buying off-brand, and I swear it's better. I bought one and I tried it. The ingredients, I like compared the ingredients on the bottle, and it was exactly the same, and I thought, okay, it's half the price, so I'm gonna try it. And I did, and it was awesome. So this is really hot, and this is green salsa. I'm gonna put 1 spoon of this in there, maybe 1.5. And if you like it hotter, you can put more. But you know, make it a couple times and see what you think. 8 ounces of cream cheese and a cup of Parmesan, which I ground this up myself. I bought like a chunk of it, but you can buy the stuff in the bottle. No big deal. So we're gonna just buzz this up first so it gets nice and incorporated. My mixer's been acting up. I have had this mixer for 30 years. And if I remember correctly, Dean's aunts all went together and bought us this for when we got married 30 years ago. And the motor has been acting up. So it's really lasted a long time because I have used this thing. This thing comes off and I put my meat grinder on this. Yeah, it's got used a lot. Ooh, that looks good. So you get that all mixed. And here I have 2 14-ounce cans of artichoke hearts. And guess what? Buy the cheapest ones you can find. Because I have bought the most expensive ones and the cheapest ones, and there's no difference. So save some money, buy the cheapest ones. I am not loyal for brand stuff. I like off-brand, generic. I find it a lot to be better. So we got our dip, it's all incorporated really nice, and 1 minute. I just have to take a drink. Nothing like a good Blatz, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's good stuff. So I'm not even gonna grease this bowl. We're just gonna dump this in. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. Put this in the oven, and I'm not covering it, I'm just throwing it in there at 375. It's gonna cook probably for about 45 minutes. It does take a while for it to get nice and bubbly and good. I can't wait. I'm gonna put this in the oven, and when we come back, I'm showing you how to make crackers out of noodles. Believe it or not. Okay, now for the fun part. This is something that you're not even gonna believe how good it is. So you're gonna cook your lasagna. So I have, this one is a whole wheat one, and I would say you would cook these for about 15 minutes. And this is a regular one, and this is probably about 11, okay? You want them a little, if you overcook them, you'll try cutting them and they'll fall apart. So you want them al dente, as they say. And one trick I want to tell you when you're cooking your lasagna noodles, you have your water boiling with salt. Remember that? And when you put them in the, you get them in the pan, and you want to just stand them up like this in the water. And they will stand up like that. Don't stir them. Because if you stir them a lot, these nice little ridges rip right off the noodle if you monkey with them too much. So just let them cook. When I cook these, I put these in first, and I let them cook like 4 minutes. Then I put the regular pasta in with them. And see how they are? I mean, if I tried to rip this, it's like still pretty stiff. So what you're going to do is just cut these in pieces. See how easy? Just like that. Who knew, eh? So you're going to take olive oil, which olive oil is pretty good for you, remember? I mean, and if you don't have olive oil, you can use vegetable oil, whatever oil you want, I guess. So you're going to toss these around. And oil, you know oil gets everywhere. You don't really need that much. You don't want them drowning in it. You're going to put your oven on 390 degrees for these. Why I picked 390, I can't tell you, but it works. And they're going to cook for 15 minutes. But here's what you're going to do. And if you don't have parchment paper, you need to buy some, because this, I've been using parchment paper for like 5 years, and I'm like, where have you been my whole life? Because it is the best thing that was ever invented, I think. So you are going to just lay these out. Real hard, eh? Just throw them on there. Now, you're going to season these before they go in the oven. And what I like to do is I like to put garlic on them, because there's no garlic in the dip, and it's just kind of it's a good flavor, you know. You can put whatever you want on these. Like I made some earlier, I put seasoning salt because Dean likes seasoning salt. But I have my mixture here, you know, the goddess mixture here with garlic, pepper, salt, and onion. And I am going to sprinkle this on these crackers. And, you know, don't be afraid to put a lot on there. How easy is this? Are you kidding me? When you see what these look like after they cook, you're going to be like, who would have known? It's awesome sauce. Okay, that's it. So you're going to pop them in the oven. And I was like timing them between 15 and 17 minutes. You're going to cook these. When I made these before, it was kind of fun that you had maybe one that was a little chewy and one that was a little crunchy. So, you know, if your pans, as you're doing them, some of them are different than the others, who cares? It's going to be good. So we're going to pop these in, and I will show you what they look like when the dip's done, and we're going to taste it, and then we'll see if the guys like it. This dip is done, and check out these chips. Out of a noodle. Are you kidding me? Hey guys, you want to taste this?
Awesome.
If you don't think this is good, well, doubt it, because it is, with a beer. Hello. Keep smiling.